Pain and suffering create great art. Think of the songs and the stories that have a special place in your heart. Creativity often stems from loss. When we lose something or someone, our mind stirs up those emotions which trigger our creative faculties. The ultimate loss, death, hence gives life to some of the best stories that can captivate our attention. William Somerset Maugham was an English playwright, novelist, and short story writer who saw a lot of death in his life. He used his experience as a trained physician, he was a doctor, to nurse the dying soldiers during the First World War as a member of the Red Cross. You must have heard of the Red Cross, the International Committee of the Red Cross. It's a humanitarian organization based in Geneva, Switzerland. It has been awarded the Nobel Peace Prize 3 times in 1917, 1944 and 1963. This makes the Red Cross unique because no recipient has been awarded the Peace Prize as often as this organization. Just like Maugham, several authors and celebrities volunteered in various capacities during the war. There was a group of 24 authors which included John Dos Passos, E. Cummings, and Ernest Hemingway, who drove ambulances during the First World War. They were nicknamed the literary ambulance drivers. After the First World War, Maugham worked for the British Secret Service. He traveled all over the world and visited countries in Southeast Asia and the Pacific. Such varied experiences helped him create fantastic worlds of words. William Somerset Maugham was born into a powerful family of lawyers. Unfortunately, he lost both his parents as a child. He was then sent to be looked after by his uncle. Maugham's uncle was a cold man who did not show much affection. He sent him to one of the best schools where little Maugham was teased for his bad English and his short stature. Maugham slowly developed a stutter. Later, he went to Germany to study literature and philosophy. After his return to Britain, his uncle found him a job in an accountant's office. He quit the job within a month. His uncle then thought of making a lawyer out of him, just like his father and his other uncles. Everyone expected him to be a lawyer. But he hated it. So some suggested that maybe he can join the church and become a preacher. But he did not want to do that as he had a stutter. What shall I do? He thought. Then someone suggested that the medical profession might be suitable for him, and the uncle agreed. So he went for his training. His experiences when living as a medical student transformed his life. He was living in a poor neighborhood and he had the chance to meet with ordinary people struggling to make ends meet. These experiences helped him study human nature. Maugham had a calling to be an author. He did not dare say this to his uncle, so he kept making notes and developing his ideas silently during his medical training. See, this is a conflict most of us go through. The balance between our passion and the practicalities of life. It's an extremely tricky affair. Years later, he recalled the value of his experience as a medical student. He said, I saw how men died. I saw how they bore pain. I saw what hope looked like, fear and relief. My father worked as a medical field officer, a medical representative. So he used to visit the Calicut Medical College. Once I matured, he used to narrate some of the gruesome scenes he used to see in the wards of the hospital. You are seeing death in person, the hopes of people. That is a life-changing experience. Mom got that, and he used that to develop as an author. Now, the conflict of what career to choose. Should I continue as a doctor or should I become an author? This was a huge deal for mom. Will I succeed? This is a big problem. We all go through this. What should I do after plus 2? Should I take science? Should I take humanities? Should I take commerce or do something else? And will I be successful in that? All of us go through this chain of events. Hang in there. Keep working at your skills and you will make it. In 1897, Mom published his first novel, Liza of Lambeth. It was an instant success. Although he had completed his training as a doctor, Mom decided to become a man of letters, an author. This was a brave decision. He later said, I took to it as a duck takes to water. ഒരു താറാവ് എങ്ങനെയാണോ വെള്ളത്തിൽ നീന്തുക അത്രയും നാച്ചുറലായിട്ട് അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് എഴുതാൻ സാധിച്ചു എന്നുള്ളതാണ് പറഞ്ഞത് പിന്നീട്. Life is short. We better do something we love and that which makes us happy rather than get stuck up living someone else's dreams which we can never fulfill. This applies to choices regarding one's friendship, career, and even marriage. In the next video, we will look at some of the works of Mom. His works regularly feature in competitive exams like the NET. Hence, we must be familiar with some of them.